Hi, beautiful one. This is Rayania Chaenn. I am preparing going to gym, so please excuse this casual wear. I just wanted to share some reflections on this beautiful full moon in Sagittarius on what is coming up after my experience and what's coming up after my experience with Monsef on his amazing show in Your Divine Uniqueness. And in the call yesterday, my intention was truly just to be a beautiful, just to be me and to be of service and to allow whatever is coming through to share with whoever will be tuning in to live and the replay. And so what was, as always, very surprising is that, the direction or the information that came through is different from how my mind planned for it to be. And and of course, and I feel I was being shown a lot of images and codes that I was not aware of, even though I was sort of preparing for this co-creation and feeling into the energy, the cosmos. So it was very beautiful. I felt the field was very expansive, and then the information, the healing energy, the message that came through actually come from a very beautiful, I would say, um embodied space. And because if I could just summarize what the call was about, is really about the importance and how do we remember who we are. Like, that is the ultimate I feel like that's the ultimate direction, destination we're going, is to truly become and embody in this human form, in this life, who we are. And then, you know because we know who we are, we have all this access to our ability, so we can create a life, we can live a human life in this physical form. And through living our life, fulfilling our visions and our dreams, because in that process we are given the opportunity to let go and dissolve and heal and transmute a lot of karmic patterns and limiting belief, the control mechanism, and all the imprints, right? That is controlling, self-sacrificing, imprisonment, and victimizer, a complex. And so, so I was very um grateful that I really had so much fun, just really feeling that I was allowing whatever that needs to come through without my own, there's no personal agenda in the time together. And so, and truly my heart's desire is to just really allow people to feel into that. The most important thing is to live a embodied life, using our soul gifts for ourselves first and foremost, and then to move through and to create the reality that our soul and our heart is truly desiring us to expand to. Because, this time is full moon in such, really about freedom and expansion. And I feel like deep down we all yearn for that freedom. And that freedom is not just like, okay, I can sleep until how late I want, but that freedom is that I just want to be me. I can be me, without all this dialogue coming through. And that is actually what I want to share about, is that because even though I feel like I truly was being authentic within myself and opening up to receive whatever is for the highest good, I do, my mind, there's a smaller, much smaller voice compared to before, that, oh, you should have done differently and you should have talked about this. And, why did you talk more about this? And why did you say things the way it is, that another way? And of course, that is what we have been tortured, right? That's what has been torturing us, is that the dialogue constantly wanting us to be different, wanting us to be somewhere different, wanting us to have done something different. And and the mind does has this merit, right, helping us to organize and to be logical and to be um to navigate this life in a safe way. It is, however, in this moment of witnessing, of mind witnessing all this criticism, or I could have done differently, I feel that is where the practice is, to hold space and then to really become curious of what is going on within me that does not think what I have done is enough. And I feel this could relate to a lot of healers, therapists, or coaches. I don't know, or maybe just humans in general, because that's how we are trained, right? That's how we are trained, no matter which country you're from, the education system, we are trained to, need to do better, or could have done better, or could have done differently. But we wouldn't have been able to done differently because at that moment, we are already doing the best, depending on where our intention is, right? We already have been we have done the best we could that is optimized to that moment, responding to our soul, to the environment, the quantum field. And so it really is pointless, besides using the intel for the next opportunity, but there's no point of judging, right? Because that's also very often like we would go back to judge our decisions and wish think we could have done better differently. So yeah, this is what I really wanted to share, is that I know this is very unusual because I feel like the normal part is that when you are showing up on the video, you know what you're doing and you're confident and you are, knowledgeable or whatever. But I'm guided to do this because this is my desire to break free from my old patterns and conditionings of, needing to perform, needing to be liked, needing to be useful, needing to provide value, needing to look perfect or do things perfectly, or, as good as others. And I, like, part of us know that the comparison is useless because it's only keeping many of us trapped or stopping us from moving forward, from expanding into our authentic energy flow. And so, yeah, I hope this I don't know if this is serve you and is helpful, but I just feel like I need to get this out of me. Need to express this because it's such a pandemic actually for me has been stopping me from sharing my gifts, from from sharing just authentically what is on my mind, right? Because we have some projection, how we see ourselves and how others see us, but actually in the end of the day, I just want to be myself, and I don't really fully know how that could be because I am really learning when I walk my path of this remembering, of activating all my gifts or abilities. I don't know what is my true authentic expression yet. I mean, each moment to moment, I know this is right this moment, this is how I am sharing from my heart and being very open and transparent. But I don't know how it's gonna be like if I keep going, but it does take a lot of courage. And I just learn this is my attempt of also breaking or dissolving the perfectionism, the need to be perfect, and the need to be, whatever, to be like doing amazing videos with the editing, with the sound, with the subtitle, with the text. And so I have let that stop me from sharing, um, what really is resonating or wants to come through. And so I'm done with that. And from now on, my intention is I just show up whenever I feel guided and be authentic and really sharing my journey of becoming who I am, becoming the true expression. And because I feel there's so much more when we have the courage, when we choose to be courageous and keep going and do things differently. And maybe it goes nowhere, maybe it goes somewhere, I don't know, but at this moment, it doesn't matter, because what is most important is for me to share what is most alive. And I do want to share my journey or my learning, um, my healing with people. So you do not have to, you do not have to spend so much more time like needed, like I did, struggling in this fear of being seen, or fear of not good enough, fear of not perfect. And so, yes. That's it for now. I'm getting ready for the gym, and I wish you a beautiful, beautiful full moon. Happy, happy full moon. Leading up to solstice is going to be very, very beautiful, powerful. So if you feel intense, just pause and rest, and then listen to your body and your heart, your higher self, and see what is needed. And yeah, if you feel inspired and called or guided, then I'm happy to support you on your journey, to help you embody and awaken deeper into, what is the next step, or how can we together walk this path with more freedom, more joy, more excitement, more expansion, and becoming who we are. So sending you much love. Have a great day. Bye.